Let's go to the Vasai fort. Do you want to join us? Let's go in.
So hello friends, welcome back on the Mumbai travel vlogger. So today we are traveling from Virar to Vasai right now at Papadi to visit the Bassein fort, which is now known as the Vasai fort. So here we are at the tree house high school road, which we will be in a short while at reaching the entry of the Vasai fort. Very old 18th century fort. So here we have started. This is at the entry of the fort, where it is accessible by road from the Vasai station. The fort is a major tourist attraction in the region. The ramparts overlook what is alternatively called the Vasai Creek and the Bhinder Creek, and are almost complete through overgrown by vegetation. Several watchtowers still stand with safe staircases leading up. The buildings inside the fort are in ruins, although there are enough standing walls to give a good idea of the plans of these structures. Some have well preserved facades. In particular, many of the arches have weathered the years remarkably well. They are usually decorated and carved stones, some weathered beyond recognition. Three chapels inside the fort are still recognizable. They have facades typical of the 17th century churches. The southernmost of these has a well preserved barrel vaulted ceiling. Besides all these structures, tourists often also observe the nature that has taken over the fort. Butterfly, birds, plants, and reptiles can be observed. The Treaty of Vasai was signed by the Sultan Bahadur of Gujarat and the Kingdom of Portugal on 23rd December 1534. While on the board of the galleon on the terms of the agreement, the Portuguese Empire gained control of the city of Vasai, known as Bassein earlier, as well as its territories, islands, and seas. The Bombay Islands under Portuguese control, Colaba, Mumbai, Mazgon, Worli, Matunga, Mahim, and many more, were other territories controlled and settled by the Portuguese. At the time, the cessions of Mumbai was of minor importance, but retroactively it gained a place on the world map, with the place passed from the Portuguese to the East India Company in 1661. As part of the dowry of Catherine Braganza, it became a major trade center, the treaty's most important long-term result. In the 18th century, the Bassein fort was taken over by the Maratha Empire under Peshwa Baji Rao's brother Chimaji Appa, and fell in 1739 after the Battle of Vasai. The fort was taken by British in 1774 and returned to the Marathas in 1783 under the Treaty of Salbai. The British in 1818 attacked again and again took over the territory from the Marathas. The fort also played a strategic role in the First Anglo-Maratha War. During the Treaty of Vasai in 1802 was a pact signed on 31st December 1802 between the British East India Company and Baji Rao II.
Ogre is having something over here that's called munching and overeating. Show your face.
The Maratha Peshwa of Pune in India. After the Battle of Pune, the treaty was a decisive step in the dissolution of the Maratha Empire. In the pre-Portuguese era, the Greek merchant Cosmo Indicopletus is known to have visited the area around Vasai in the 6th century, and the Chinese traveler Xiongzhang later on July 640. According to historian George Gerson de Cona, during this time, Vasai and its surrounding areas appeared to have been ruled by the Chalukya dynasty of Karnataka. Until the 11th century, several Arabian geographers had mentioned references to towns nearby Vasai, like Thane and Nalasopara, but no references had been made to Vasai. So here is this Hanuman Mandir made by the Marathas after conquering the fort.
I'm gonna take good shot of yours, so keep your mouth shut and start walking.
Let's go to the Vasai fort. Do you want to join us? Let's go in.
So this is the view from the fort which oversees Bhayandar. So here we have the ancient Vasai fort, which is now under the government archaeological survey, the oldest archaeological monument in Vasai. The fort and all its ruins, and this is the Nageshwar mandir, Wajreshwari Devi mandir. It's a big, long area. So today we have done the Vasai Fort, situated in Vasai. About 10 kilometers from Vasai station. You can get buses coming to this place through the public transport system, and there will be the bus stop. This is the security entry to the monument, and these are the gates. Boundary was broken down to have a proper entry.